Hello and welcome to my first ever video convention report. Today I've got back from the first day of Collectormania London, which is a new event. It's replaced the end of the year Milton Keynes event because the venue there just isn't suitable for this time of year for various reasons, including the football season because it's now in the football stadium. We were at the Kensington Olympia, very nice venue, liked it, and here's who I met today. First up, I met Shannon Doherty, probably best known for Beverly Hills 90210, and then she went on to be in Heathers, Mallrats, a few other films. Then more recently she was in Charmed. Long time crush on her, so I was a bit lost for words, shall we say, when I met her, but she was lovely, and I got 3 photos signed for her. And here they are. And I also had a photo shoot with her as she wasn't posing for photos. And it's one of my favourites actually of all the professional photo shoots I've had, and this is it. Next up, I met Robert Llewellyn, who plays Crichton in Red Dwarf and used to present Scrap Heap Challenge. I've sort of had email contact with him on Tinternet, so it was nice to see him and just have a little chat about some of it. He does a lot of stuff online. He's got his own interview thing called Carpool. It's on iTunes and on his own website, and it's bloody good. It's basically just him giving lifts to people, but they're interesting people, either celebrities or just generally interesting people from particularly the worlds of science and new technology and the internet, and it's brilliant. It's very interesting all the time, and we had a little chat about that anyway. And this is the photo I got signed. And here's me with him. Next up was a true legend. He's 92, I think he is now. His name is Ray Harryhausen. You may or may not be familiar with him, but you're certainly familiar with his work if you've seen Clash of the Titans or Jason and the Argonauts or any of the Sinbad films. He pioneered stop-motion animation, so all the skeletons in the fight that have been shown millions of times on TV. If I'm really clever, I might put a clip of it in here. He was doing a signing with the cinema store stall, and for £25 got his book, which would normally be £30 anyway, and he signed it, as did his co-author. And this is him, and this is it. Next up was Billy D. Williams, who most of you will know as Lando Calrissian in Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi, and he was also Harvey Dent in the first Batman film, not the 66 one, the Tim Burton 1989 one, and in my opinion should have gone on to play Harvey Dent, who became Two-Face in Batman Forever instead of Tommy Lee Jones, who, much as I like it, just went bad with it. Anyway, that's enough of that. He was quiet, shall we say, but certainly polite, and yeah, that's about all we can really say about him, but pleased to have met him. Next up was Cheapo Chung. Now, Cheapo played 2 characters in recent Doctor Who's. In Utopia, which was the episode where the Master came back. She was Derek Jacobi's assistant. If I'm really clever, I'll put a photo of her or something of her in here. And then she returned in Turn Left, which was the episode where Donna was shown a different future, where if she hadn't met the Doctor, what would have happened. She was the person who dragged Donna into the fortune teller's booth in the first place at the start of that. She was lovely. I did make a bit of a fool of myself because I put down my £10, which was the cost of her autograph, and she held out her hand and said cheapo. And I laughed, thinking she was saying you're cheap because you're only buying one autograph, when of course she was introducing herself. I'm hoping that she either thought, oh bless him, he's nervous, or better still, oh bless him, he's laughing because I shouldn't need to introduce myself because he's paying to meet me. I'm hoping she's not thinking I'm laughing at her name. Other than that, she was lovely, and this is me with her. And this is the still I got signed. Next up was Oliver Skeet. He is was a professional show jumper for this country. And my interest in him is that he had a role in Die Another Day, the James Bond film. He was in Blades, the club where Bond had a fight with the Addy, a sort of big sword fight, where Madonna played the instructor as well. Very nice. He saw my Mornington Crescent t-shirt and said, did you know that was the first underground station opened in this country? And I didn't know whether to correct him or not, but me being me, I had to, so I pointed out that it was actually Baker Street, and he said, oh, I knew you were going to say that. And then he asked me if I was a train nut, and I said, no, it's actually, I know it because it was a Paul Merton comedy routine, which, if you're interested, was, did you know that Baker Street was the first underground station opened in 1862? What was the point of that? Where would you go? What was rush hour like? Obviously, Paul tells it better. But yeah, nice man, and this is what he signed for me. I like the fact he's drawn his dreadlocked face underneath his autograph. And this is me with him.